Hi, my name is Juan Casimiro, CEO and founder of BizNovator. We are welcoming you to the hacking of COVID-19 with BizNovator 30. It's a series of bite-sized mini workshops ranging from 5 to 10 minutes, sometimes 12 minutes or longer. But these are short workshops that are thought-provoking, giving you ideas, things you can do, things you could explore about yourself, and so on. And each particular workshop has a title. I've done a number of them already, and this one is titled A Trip Around the World. These little workshops are to engage you, keep you focused, paying attention to yourself, tapping into yourself, reflecting, encouraging those young people who are now at home for the next couple of weeks, in some cases next month or two. Many young people are released from school for the next who knows how long. Positively, as I am usually as an optimist, I think that we'll be back anywhere from 30 to 45 days, back in school, back at work. May things be normal again 100%. There'll be some adjustments, but that's life 101. You know, sometimes life is not fair, but life is what you make it to be. Just like we can't control our external things that are happening, we could certainly control the way we think. And in this particular trip around the world, I want to share with you that one of the things I encouraged in past mini workshops for COVID-19, the hacking through BizNovator 30, was to clean up your rooms and look for things that you can share, things that you don't need that you can give away, and so forth. And I think it's a good time and opportunity for you to really reconnect with those opportunities that you can seek out ways to help others. As a matter of fact, we want to encourage you to do so and being able to look at things that are worth value that you don't need and pack it up and give to somebody else. But in a trip around the world, I want to share with you some passports. As I was cleaning up my closets, my room, while I was playing music, thinking positively as to what is it that I can find that I can share? What are some things that I can give away and donate to charity that I know I have no use for, like clothes, for example. So as I'm searching around my closet and boxing things, ready things to give away, these things for certain I'm not giving away. This is my passport from the Dominican Republic, my very first passport when I entered the United States on May 22nd, 1966. And I got a number of passports. This is one of the very first ones. And then I also, this was back in 1966 when I first came here. And this particular passport is from 2000, I believe, 1987 actually, an older passport after I became a U.S. citizen. And in it, you can see that there's all kinds of trips. There's just no space in a lot of these, very little space, just filled and so on. And usually I hold on to a passport probably no more than 5 years before it gets filled. So for example, the most recent one from 2016, it's already full because I travel around the world. As you can see, all the stamps, every time I go to the customs, they say, where am I going to stamp this? There's no more pages available. So a trip around the world for me in this segment is to share with you the importance of travel. I can't tell you or express enough how much value and how much learning I've had through traveling to different countries, learning about different customs, eating and trying new foods, trying or attempting to learn different languages. I speak two. I need to learn the third and the fourth and the fifth. Being able to learn different dances, look at different fashions, different cultures. I've had an amazing experience. And in these three passports, you have well over 35, 40 countries that I have visited over the years. Now, I am not stopping the travel. I'm going to keep journaling all my experiences. I've encouraged folks to do journals as well and get a travel journal, if you will, and keep writing about every single city that you visit. I often share with Americans that one of the things we need to do more of is travel within the United States. The U.S. is an amazing place. The diversity, the geography, the options of indoor, outdoor places you can see, museums. You got the West Coast, East Coast, mountains, rivers, the beautiful oceans, like the beaches you have here in Miami where I live. There's so much you can see even within the United States. But I encourage you to understand that this is only your backyard. That if you're in the US, consider traveling abroad. There's so much to learn, so much to see. I've been to about 38 countries, and I'm still seeking to reach 100 countries plus. There are many around the world that I want to explore and learn. But what's interesting is that in my journal or my journey, a trip around the world, I've discovered that not only can I visit and learn in other countries, but I could also give in other countries. I could also teach in other countries. I've empowered almost 500,000 young people and adults throughout the world in those 35 countries and counting. That's about 500,000 folks directly in front of me, from keynoting events to speaking at conferences to running workshops, seminars. If you look at the camps that we run, workshops with the Department of State that I've delivered in about 10, 12 countries over the years, workshops and camps that I've run in Europe and in so many different places. What an amazing blessing that is, that I can put into action my passion, which led me to my purpose. And through the We Are Connected mindset, I've made that happen because that's what I chose to do. Building relationships is key. Friends from around the world. There's not one person that I can call right now from the countries I visited that would say, no, I can't receive you. I'm the opposite. They welcome me all the time. In fact, they're saying, reach out more often, visit again, send friends, and so on. So I challenge you. A trip around the world in this segment is consider travel. Definitely not now, given the coronavirus situation, but once this thing settles down, particularly in your summers, your vacation, consider visiting another country. If you're going to stay within the U.S., get out of your city. The vast majority of Americans stay within one city. You'd be amazed how many never left the state that they live in. So get out, explore, and learn from others. We are very different, yet we are very, very similar. One of the things that I encourage is that young people attend camps abroad. So, for example, the value of going to an international camp is that you're going to live and cohabitate for 1 or 2 weeks or a month with folks that are not like you. They are different, but very similar in many ways. So when you connect with these people, all kinds of good things happen. Opportunities, ways of thinking, language, cultural exchange. I really encourage that a lot. So this particular segment of the Hacking COVID-19 with BizNovator 30 talks about a trip around the world. In other words, being as global as possible, explore, learn, share, write about every city, every individual that you've met, and eventually you could create your own book. I challenge you, tell your story. So there's a lot of things you can do during these next couple of weeks, and in some cases months, because of the coronavirus. Don't let that stop you. Don't let the virus enter your brain and corrupt the way you think. All right, I really think there's a lot of good in this that's going to take place, and I think bigger things will happen. We're going to explore and learn more as a country, as a people, as a society. We're connecting more because we're home. And I often tell parents, when was the last time you had dinner together with your children? Or those that are in college, particularly older, that could barely sit on the dinner table because they're so connected with social media and disconnected with family. So this is a setback that is the setup for the comeback. So I want you to consider viewing the COVID-19 Hacking with BizNovator 30 as a crisis situation that has certainly created many opportunities. And they also have always said that where there's a crisis lies an opportunity. Perfect time to connect with self, learn about where your next destination will be, regardless of how you get there. Start planning. I know this will get better. I think that it's 30 to 45 days worth of, transition and change and things that we're learning. But I'm very optimistic that with the attitude of gratitude, we're going to keep growing and learning. Through We Are Connected, we're going to solve this problem. I know that the mindset, everything is possible. And if you are passionate about something, make it happen because the time is now. Check us out for more information on our workshops that we run at mybiznovator.com. Online courses that's about personal growth, personal development, empowerment, seeking more about yourself, creating an action plan, writing goals, time management, you name it. We teach young people as early as 8-year-olds those things that schools typically don't teach because many schools are driven by academics only. We foster and support and bring value to schools by offering the BizNovator online, development courses that we have. Visit us, mybiznovator.com. My name is Juan Casimiro, CEO and founder of BizNovator, and I'll check you out in the next segment of Hacking COVID-19 with BizNovator 30.